Welcome back to Brad Pitt Career Mode on F1 25. Today we're back for episode number 18 in Singapore. Well, we're still a little broke in terms of resource points. This is the only upgrade we can afford. It is a major upgrade, which is good. But, yeah. We also can't really afford to develop anything. We've got 400k right now. Just throw on the halo, I guess. Got a little message here. Yuki Tsunoda is retiring. Okay, he seems a little young in his career to be... Okay, I guess Red Bull got to him. Well, unfortunately, no upgrades on the car this weekend. We're just gonna get right into it. Oh God! Oh my! It's like absolutely pouring out here. Okay, it does say we're gonna see some rain in the race, but I mean, I guess we could use this to try to find a good wet setup. But this does not look like fun.
A few inches later.
So in free practice 2 now, the car is feeling absolutely fantastic. Very good front end rotation. Feels like good straight line speed. The tire wear is feeling pretty manageable for the most part from what I can tell. So it feels like the setup is pretty much spot on. So we should be in for good results, at least in qualifying. We'll see about the race. But this is, I believe, we're going for our 3rd win in a row. 2 wins in a row for the last 2 races. So we're definitely on a hot streak. Okay, into qualifying we go. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident. We'll see what we're actually doing in terms of pace. But hopefully... Hopefully we get a good result here. Final lap of Q1, 1.2 seconds of improvement up to the line. I did not see what time we set, but we get 2nd place in Q1. 1.3 seconds of improvement up the line here for our final lap in Q2. We set a 128.9, which should be, there we go, 2nd place yet again. Okay, well, into Q3 now, so there is rain coming in this race. So qualifying is going to be massively important. I don't know how much rain there's going to be, so we need to get as far to the front of the grid as we can to set ourselves up, because the AI are a little overpowered in the wet. Yeah, that was not a good lap. 130.6 on the old set of tires. Definitely not what we were looking for. Okay, gonna need to lock in. So our first lap on the old set of tires is currently 2.5 seconds off the pace. So we're gonna need a very, very big improvement here. I'm gonna go full focus mode. Okay, last couple of corners here, 1.6 seconds in the green. Gonna try to carry as much speed through here. We get another 10th back. We set a 128.9 across the line there, and it's gonna put us in 6th place on the grid. Not great, but we'll work with it.
With 5 races remaining, we're still in with a chance of taking the Constructors' Championship. The team needs a result from you today.
Constructors' Championship? What the hell are you talking about, man? We're not even close to winning the Constructors. Anyway, pretty simple strategy here. Hards to mediums, pitting on lap 16 with rain at the end of the race. So we'll see if we get a switch onto the inters or not. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Starting 4th on the grid now. 5 red lights are coming on. And we are racing in Singapore. Decent start off the line. Down into turn 1, not going to be close enough to go for a move on Lando. We got to get tacked around the outside by Fernando Alonso right there. Luckily covering off the Aston Martin, making it through the first couple of corners with no incidents. All right, pretty clean start. Starting the race on the hard compound is always a little bit weird. You can see Tsunoda ahead is on the medium, so he's technically going to be faster than us for the first stint. Luckily, Lando in front of us is on the hards as well. So once we get these tires warmed up, we should be able to go for Lando. On to lap 2, so DRS enabled. We have closed the gap a little bit to Lando in front. So I'm thinking this or, oh my God, really close to Lando right there. This lap or next lap, we might be close enough to go for a move on Lando. As long as we manage the battery we should get onto the podium pretty soon here. We can probably gain a little time through the braking zone right here on Lando, really close to the McLaren yet again. Have to dip a wheel off the track to avoid contact there. Luckily, no warning. We got a yellow flag behind us through those last couple corners, and it's a safety car.
Safety car is out.
I wonder what happened back there. Is that 3 races in a row now with a safety car? There's one in Monza, right? Yeah, there's one in Monza. There was one last race. We got one now. That's crazy. Well, on one hand, this extends our stint on the hards. We can probably come in a little bit later, but on the other hand, that means rain is going to be for a couple extra laps at the end of the race. So we'll see how that works out. Well, no one's out of the race. I mean, there's still 22 drivers, but I guess we're still doing another lap under safety car. There we go, safety car in this lap. So obviously, all eyes here are on Lando Norris. If we can get a good restart and pass this guy into turn 1, or at least the first couple of corners, we're going to be able to take the fight to Yuki Tsunoda and we'll be on the podium. But anyway, here we go, routing the final couple of corners onto lap 5, battery enabled, and we have a good run on Lando. We can probably go for a move into turn 1, up the inside we go on the McLaren, and that puts us onto the podium for the time being. No DRS on this lap, so luckily we'll be safe through the next couple of corners from Lando. We just have to focus on closing this gap to Yuki in front. These two guys ahead are pretty quick around here. They definitely have some pace this weekend. I mean, Yuki is on the mediums, so we'll see if we can close the gap to him within a couple laps here, but it might be a little difficult. We really need these guys to start fighting pretty soon. I mean, Yuki's on the mediums, so he should be faster than the Ferrari, and he should be able to close that gap. But if these guys can go side by side for just a corner or two, that'll invite us right into the fight. I'm not gonna lie, we're starting to drop off the pace a little bit. We're using a lot of battery to keep up with these guys in front, and through some parts of the track, we're barely hanging on to DRS to this Red Bull, so we really need these two to start fighting. Otherwise, we're gonna start dropping back. Oh, this might be the lap. I think Tsunoda's close enough to go for a move on Leclerc into the next corner. There he goes, they're side by side into this left-hander. Tsunoda around the outside and into first place. So that puts Leclerc in our sights for our next overtake here. He is on the hards, so we should have a much better time of catching up with the Ferrari here. We need to play this pretty smart though. Obviously these guys in front of us do have some pretty good pace, so if we use too much battery to overtake Leclerc, and we're left with none on the ERS once we get past him, he's just gonna re-overtake us right away with DRS. So we need to wait for an opportunity here. I don't know, this guy seems pretty quick around here. Our pit window's open on this lap. We haven't really seen any opportunities to go for an overtake on Leclerc. So I'm thinking after we pit, we might just have to save the battery for a lap and then go full push to overtake Leclerc, because I do not want Yuki to run away with this race. He's 2 seconds ahead of the Ferrari now, so we need to get past this guy. Well, into the pit lane we go. The hards definitely started to feel like they were falling off over the last couple laps, so hopefully we'll get more pace on the mediums. Okay, need a good stop from the team here. Let's see what the Brad Pitt crew can do. Onto the medium, seems like a pretty good stop, and away we go. We get released inside Leclerc, or the other way around. That is not okay. That was very weird. We get a warning for crossing the line. This is a bit of a disaster of a pit release, but okay, up into second place technically. That seems very unfair to Leclerc. I mean, we should have held to let him pass, but anyway, it seems like Charles is pretty fed up with that as well. He's closing in into the next corner, gonna go for a move up the inside, and we can cover off the Ferrari. Okay, that really doesn't feel right, but I guess we'll take that. Luckily, Tsunoda wasn't able to run away too far on those mediums, and he's on the hards now, so we should be faster than the Red Bull. We just have to get within DRS, and we can probably go for an overtake. We just gotta play this smart. I don't want to dump too much battery to overtake Tsunoda, because obviously once we pass him, we're not gonna have DRS, and he will. So we're gonna need to wait for an opportunity to present itself. And once it does, we're taking it. Oh, I think this might be the opportunity we've been waiting for, really close to Tsunoda, exiting that last corner. He gets crazy exits onto this straight though, but we have DRS and we have the battery enabled. I think we might be close enough to go for a move into the next corner. We're gonna go up the inside on the Red Bull, under braking side by side with Tsunoda, and up into first place we go. Passing Yuki, waiting for the opportunity, and we snatched it up. Looks like Tsunoda is not done with us yet. We might see a move around the outside from the Red Bull. There he goes, under braking into the last couple of corners, side by side with Yuki right there. Luckily covering off the Red Bull. He's very, definitely has some pace around here. He's very fast. Here we go. We're gonna see another move from Tsunoda. He's got the DRS enabled. Luckily, we have a little bit of battery, and here goes the Red Bull around the outside into this left-hander, and yet again, we can cover off Tsunoda, leaving him enough space on the outside right there. But this is really getting to be very intense with Tsunoda here. He definitely wants this place back. I'm really having a tough time trying to break out of DRS from Tsunoda behind. Even though we're on the mediums, he's definitely got some pace around here. I'm trying to lose this guy, but I can't. Okay, I think we're gonna see another move from Yuki here. 5/10 is the gap to the Red Bull. He does have DRS, and he likes going for overtakes into this corner. This time he's taking the inside, and we're gonna be side by side through the corner. Around the outside we go, and luckily covering off Tsunoda yet again. I just noticed it's starting to rain too. I completely forgot that we're gonna see rain towards the end of this race.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next
heavier
15
rain for
minutes
15 minutes.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest time at the moment.
We might see a change onto the inters here. We still got a decent amount of laps left in this race. We'll probably see a move from Yuki yet again into this corner. DRS is still enabled by race control, so Yuki still has that to his advantage. It looks like he wants the outside. This time around, ahead by a full car length by the time we get to the corner. Luckily, we can just outbrake the Red Bull with a better line. Yuki has really not taken his foot off the gas. He really wants first place back. Well, we have a bit of a gap now to Tsunoda behind. I guess he must have made a mistake somewhere back there. 1.2 seconds to the Red Bull at the... Oh my God. Okay, contact with the wall. Oh God, Tsunoda around the outside, side by side with the Red Bull, put the power down as soon as we can. Somehow, we keep first place after all that. Yuki kind of backed out. That was that was terrifying. Well, I guess it's time to consider boxing. I mean, obviously we're losing grip. Our teammate is in the pit lane.
Joshua in the pits. Joshua in the pits now.
God, for what I can only assume are a new set of inters. This is really sketchy through here. Okay, yeah, we might... It might be time. It might be time.
Okay, the forecast suggests this rain's going to keep getting stronger for at least the next 15 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Oh my God, I don't know if I agree that dries are the best tire. Oh my God, this is... Okay, I think we might be coming in this lap for a new set of inters here. I don't think we can keep this up. We're probably gonna lose a lot of time if we stay out just another lap on the mediums. We'll see if Yuki comes in, but we're definitely coming in this lap for the inters. Hopefully, this is the right call. Oh boy, okay. We definitely need a good pit stop from the Brad Pitt crew here. Onto the inters we go, and released ahead of Tsunoda, crucially. So staying in front of the Red Bull, we have Alonso and Norris are still out on the slicks. Yeah, the inters are the right call. It is definitely a lot more grip on these tires. There's no way you can stay out until the end of the race on the slicks. There's absolutely no way. We nailed that call right there. There's only a few laps left, but Yuki is definitely still in this race. I mean, he's sticking really close to us. Leclerc's been gaining as well for the last couple laps. So we're going to have the Ferrari in the mix as well in probably a lap's time. This is, I don't know. This is really going to come down to the wire here. They're putting on a lot of pressure. I think we might see a move from Tsunoda into turn 1 here. Or I guess he's going to decide, oh my god, decide against it. This is really, really getting intense around the last couple laps here. Thank God there's only a couple laps left, because we are definitely starting to lose a little bit of grip around here. The track is getting more and more, oh my god, the track is getting more slippery as we go on here. I'm just hoping we can avoid any mistakes. That's really the only thing we can do at this point. Because if we make a mistake, we're kind of screwed. Well, on to the final lap in just a couple corners here. Luckily, we have a good amount of battery stored up so we can pull away from Tsunoda on the straights. And that might be our only saving grace, is the battery at the moment. I mean, there's really little grip through most of the corners here. This is going to come down to the wire. Looks like Tsunoda's too far back to go for a move into this left-hander, so I think we should be safe through this first, overtaking hot spot. But there's plenty of other straights and tight corners around here where he can go for a move. This section is so sketchy in the wet. Oh my god, just really drifting out towards the edge of track limits there. This is really low grip through here. Have to be super, super light on the brakes right here to not block the fronts. But we make it through there, okay. On to the home stretch now. Just a couple of corners until we can take home a first place trophy. Tsunoda is still very close behind though in Red Bull. Oh my god, really wide through that right-hander, trying to put the power down as soon as possible. Tsunoda's even closer now as we approach the last couple of corners. Checkered flag is out, and he's not going to be close enough. It's a first-place finish in Singapore. What a race! That was that was insane at the end. Three wins in a row. We are we are rolling right now. Hell yeah! We nailed the crossover point onto the inters. I mean, we defended pretty well against Tsunoda. We overtook Lando pretty nicely. The only thing that's a little weird is the pit stop incident with Leclerc. We just phased through the Ferrari, but you know, it is what it is. Verstappen has had a couple of bad races in a row, and if he keeps that up, I mean, we're 74 points off the championship. This is really getting close. Still fourth in the constructors as well. Doesn't seem like that's going to change anytime soon. 3 wins in a row, man. That is absolutely fantastic. All these upgrades. Oh, speaking of upgrades. Okay, well, I was going to say all these upgrades are doing us good, and then they all failed. Well, we got our home race next time out in Texas. Brad Pitt's going to Texas.